It's the holiday season, and you're looking to buy an iPad for yourself or a loved one, probably just you. And there's so many options right now, you're maybe wondering just like, which one should I buy? And this is not an ultimate comparison. I don't have time for that. Maybe I'll eventually post one if I get enough requests for one. But in this video, I'm going to be going over each new iPad and telling you which type of user it's for. But before we continue, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, as the algorithm likes that, and will help push my content to more people. Starting off with the baseline iPad, this device starts at $329, and this device is for people who don't care about the best of the best when it comes to tech. This iPad is good enough for most people, good enough for media consumption, definitely with this massive 10.2-inch display on here. It's good for some gaming and web surfing and school tasks. This is good for your grandparents or your parents, people who aren't really spec oriented, don't know too much about technology. This really is the entry-level iPad. It's great for schoolwork, and if you want to buy this along with an Apple Pencil for yourself or for somebody else and save some money, I would definitely do that. This is great for kids too who just want an iPad to game on. They don't really care how big it is or how small it is or how powerful it is. This is just the best iPad for most people. My grandma has the last generation 2018 9.7-inch model with the same processor, and she loves it for, web surfing and playing Scrabble and talking to her friends and messaging people. But yeah, this is for the user who just wants an iPad, a big one at that, for general everyday usage and is not super concerned about having the best of the best. Next up, we got the Mini 5th generation, and I said this is the best value iPad, and I still stand by that because it's literally the iPad Air 3, but smaller. So this is for the user who can get over the fact that this is smaller or really wants it to be smaller. This is great for people who want a small form factor device that can fit into a big pocket or a purse. I actually really like the form factor in terms of typing and gaming and even doing some web surfing and some creative tasks. You also have a really powerful chip inside. You have the A12, which is found in the iPhone XS and the iPhone XR, so this is a very powerful and capable device. I would say it's great for people who want more power but also want a smaller form factor. If you want a bigger form factor, obviously you're going to want to go with a bigger iPad. And this is also great for kids. This starts out at $399. It's more powerful for gaming, and it'll fit a child's hand better than the 10.2-inch. And it also works with the Apple Pencil, so you can still use it for work and play as well. And on top of this all, this has an awesome display. It has pretty much the same display as its bigger brother, the Air 3. It has a higher pixel density, it's bright, it's beautiful, and it's laminated. So this is for the person who wants the iPad Air experience but doesn't necessarily want the big size or wants to spend all the money. It is literally the same thing, just shrunken down. Next up, we got the iPad Air, or the iPad Air 3 as I like to call it. This is basically the bigger version of the iPad Mini and the way better version of the iPad 10.2 with a slightly bigger 10.5-inch display. This is great for the people who do care a little bit about specs, who want a better display and more power. They want to game, they want to do schoolwork with no stutter, no lag. This is the true successor to the original iPad with the same starting price of $499. So if you're looking for the most well-rounded iPad experience without spending an arm and a leg on the iPad Pro, this is definitely going to be up your alley. This is great for everyone, once again, for work, play, and media consumption. But once again, you're going to want to know a thing or two about what you're buying. You're going to want to appreciate the differences between this and the iPad 10.2-inch as you're spending an additional $170 for it. And last but absolutely not least, we have the iPad Pro 11 and 12.9-inch. I love mine so much. I bought mine back in July, and this is great for the people who are tech savvy, who will appreciate the home buttonless design and the 120Hz display and the A12X on the inside. It's great for people who want to get work done, who want to do creative work, school work, and also want to play around with this device. It's great for literally everything. It's the best iPad experience right now. It's thin, it's slim, and it's industrial and powerful. And I'd say the 11-inch is more for the people who are on the go, and the 12.9-inch might be for someone who is more sedentary, working at home, maybe using it to draw on a desk. And yeah, even more so than the iPad Air 3, this is for the user who will appreciate every aspect of it. There's no need to spend all this money on this device if you're not going to take advantage of the 120Hz display or of the A12X. You might as well get the iPad 10.2-inch if you don't know too much about technology, and of course the other iPads accordingly to your own usage case. But yeah, this This is a great device, and if you can find this cheaper than the iPad Air 3, I definitely would consider buying it over that. It's just so nice. The high refresh rate screen on here is just an incredible experience. And that about wraps things up. I hope this video helped you out. Once again, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know if you want a real full iPad comparison or an ultimate comparison at some point. I'll see if I have the willpower to do that. And yeah, expect some upcoming iPhone 11 content as well as some MacBook Pro 16-inch content coming soon. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.